Once upon a time, there was a Sufi saint named Farid. He was known for his wisdom and compassion, and the villagers often turned to him for guidance. One day, the villagers approached Farid with a request. "Farid," they said, "the great King Akbar comes to you so many times. Why don't you ask him to open a school for the poor people in our village? We don't have a school, and the children need education." Farid listened carefully and replied, "Why should I wait for him to come? I will go to him myself." Determined, Farid traveled to Delhi, where he was warmly received by the people. They all knew of the great respect King Akbar held for him. When he arrived at the king's palace, he learned that Akbar was praying in his private mosque. Farid was permitted to enter, and he quietly took a position behind the king, listening intently as Akbar prayed. With his hands spread in supplication, Akbar was just finishing his prayer, asking God, "O compassionate one, shower more riches on me. Grant me a greater kingdom." Hearing this, Farid felt a deep sorrow in his heart. He quietly turned away, feeling that he could not ask for anything from a man who was still yearning for more wealth and power. Just as he was leaving, Akbar sensed his presence and turned around. He ran after Farid and touched his feet in respect, asking, "Why have you come, and why are you leaving?" Farid replied, "I came with the intention of asking you for money to open a school in my village. But after hearing your prayer, I realize that you are still poor at heart. If you are asking God for more riches and power, then it is not right for me to ask you for anything. You need more than I do. I will collect some funds from the villagers and give them to you. As for the school, if you are seeking from God, I can also ask him directly. Why should I use you as a mediator?" Years later, Akbar reflected on this encounter in his autobiography. He wrote, "For the first time, I became aware that I am not yet truly rich. Despite my wealth, I continue to ask for more, as if my possessions define my worth. I have realized that true wealth is not measured by material possessions or power, but by contentment and spiritual richness." Farid's words had struck a chord with Akbar. He understood that it did not matter how much one had. What truly mattered was how one utilized what they possessed. Even the most powerful and wealthy people can feel impoverished if they are constantly craving more. In the end, true richness comes from inner peace and detachment from worldly desires. Farid had taught the king that fulfillment lies not in the accumulation of wealth, but in the appreciation of what one already has and the kindness one shows to others. And so, the story of Farid, the wise Sufi saint, and King Akbar serves as a timeless reminder that true wealth is found within.